Greetings. This is Deckard Kane, and I'm so glad to meet you. Alright, what's up, people? And once again, no matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to sit down to this game any earlier than around this time. Crazy. I was thinking about something today at work, because I tend to think about my video games, especially Diablo, while I'm at work. And I was thinking about Jade Harvester. And specifically this right here. Now this wormwood was very good at low levels, I think. But I'm just wondering, I mean, what did I gain from it? Well, I gained, I guess, two things. One, I don't have to actually cast. I don't have to actually click and cast anything. The Locust Swarm just comes out automatically. So one less click for casting that is a little extra time I can spend towards my haunt. Okay, so that's something. I don't have to spend any mana, which isn't usually a problem with Jade Harvester, but it might be if I had to keep casting Locust Swarm all the time. I doubt it, but But it freed up a slot, so I didn't have to actually use an actual skill for the Locust Swarm. Now that's all nice, but what did I have to give up? Well, I basically had to give up this space in my cube. And as nice as all that might have been, I might have been able to make better use of this place in my cube. Now, I don't know necessarily what, but I'm just wondering if maybe I would have done better actually, let's say, giving up either Hex or Horrify and actually casting the actual Locust Swarm. And as a matter of fact, I could have, the other kind of bad thing, not bad, but the other kind of downside of using it from this is it's just a basic Locust Swarm with the effect of Pestilence Rune from this. But if I actually cast it, I could have used another rune along with it. And it could have been maybe this one. Affected enemies deal 25% reduced damage. That might have been really nice. And I could have made better use of my cube, potentially. Now what would I have put in there? It would have to be something that would work along with the Haunt / Locust Swarm. Type of setup. You know, it would have to work along with that. So, I mean, I don't like things like this that only work against certain types of enemies. Fireball when attacking. Obviously, I would have to put this in the cube. Whatever it is. This might have been nice. Slaying enemies engulfs the wielder and friends. Actually, I don't know if that would have helped me too much in with the Jade Harvester. Attack speed is okay, and it helps out a little bit, but it's not. Maybe it would allow me to cast my Soul Harvest more often. Let's see. Now I could have put the hive right in my cube rather than actually having it there, and I could have used an actual, let's say, shield or item like this. I don't like things like that. Chain lightning, no thank you. I don't do frozen. This might not have been bad. Reduce the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second when you slay an enemy. Only thing is that would not have helped me against
1500 years for this. Should I return to my slumber?
very many of the Rift Guardians.
Wait, if the tomes contained all these prophecies, wouldn't your order already know what place they ended up in? What? They didn't even read the damn things.
This might not have been bad too.
Otherwise they would know where to look. I never.
Spirit walk lasts until you attack. This is, I always used to like this one. Would allow me to go really fast in some of those rifts. This would have been nice too, give me an extra 30% damage reduction. The only thing is that my zombie dogs seem to be dying a lot, which was really strange. I never really had that problem before. Golden health pickup by 20 yards. Furnace, a lot of people like the furnace. The only thing I don't like about it is it only works against elites. Which, you know, that's usually the main people I'm attacking anyways, but... Well, anyways, it was just something I was thinking of, and I might give Jade Harvester one more try, but actually casting the actual Locust Swarm. I'm gonna have to really think about what I would want with it. You know, maybe even if I put the hive in my cube, and even if I just used a nah, I guess I couldn't do that. Let's say I could use a shield, but that'd be good defensively. But see, I could use this. Could I use this? Actually, this might be better. One of these might be better. Put one of these in my cube and use one of these. Anyways, that might be better than the wormwood. You know, because the only thing that really it gains me, like I said, is not having to cast it, but also it frees up one of my skill slots, which would be good if I had a great skill slot, but Hex and Horrify, you know, maybe I could do better if I gave one of these up and went with an actual, a different item in there. So I'm going to think about that. But for now, let's see. Now we're doing, what have I got for keystones? Anyway, sorry I went on my little rant there, but I was thinking about that at work today. yes, I think greatly about Diablo 3 while I'm at work. Don't you? Alright, I've got to think about reforging some items. Oh yeah. Let's take one quick look at my Witch Doctor from last season. Did pretty well. It was an ancient legendary setup. And I got to tier 118, which was about, I think it was 293 out of 1,000, which wasn't bad for me. I didn't play as much as most of the other people. So this was the build. I'm kind of looking to recreate this build, except I would need either the 2 rings. I'd be giving up a lot. I'd have to give up Oculus, and I'd have to give up Convention of the Elements for the Legacy rings, or I'd have to level up the Legendary Gem and probably give up this S of Johann. But before I can do that, I need ancient legendary versions of a lot of items here that I don't have. The shoulders were kind of, this helped out a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I was just kind of just looking at what I have, what I need. I mean, I have a pair of these, but they're not ancient. I have a pair of ancient shoulders. They're just not these. I have this. It's just not ancient. I don't think I have an ancient unity yet, or Convention of the Elements. So I was just kind of just thinking if I wanted to recreate this build, but not have this Gogok of Swiftness, I would need to have instead the Legendary Gem. And I'd have to level it up to 99. And since I would have to give that up, I would definitely be doing, less damage, less dodge, and I have less cooldown. Although cooldown doesn't really matter too much with this build, because this is more or less the same build that I have right now, except instead of using the Zunimasa 6-piece, it's just ancient legendary setup. But I was always real curious which would work better, because this setup gives me anywhere of a bonus of anywhere between 9 and 10,000% damage with the primary attack, which is poison, the poison darts, the dagger of darts, and carnival with the fetishes. So yeah, it's a bonus of, I think it's 9,000. I want to say 9,750. Anyways, it's 750% times 13 is basically what it is. So I would have either that damage, or with the Zunimasa, it's 15,000 times that amount of damage. The only thing is I've got to be wearing 6 items, so I won't have this Achilloquirus. I won't have these gloves. Won't have these boots. And I won't have 1 ring, probably Oculus. No, I won't have 2 rings, because I got the Ring of Royal Grandeur and the Pox, so I won't have 2 rings. So I'll just have Unity. I won't have either of these 2. So it just comes down to a matter of how is it all calculated? How is all that damage calculated? Everything else is the same. I won't have this damage reduction. I won't have this shield with the Zunimasa set. I mean, obviously, I won't be able to move unhindered through enemies, and I won't have Oculus, and I won't have Convention of the Elements. Which is going to be better? My Zunimasa setup or this setup? Anyways, it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, it depends on how it's calculated. You know, this is going to be roughly 50% damage bonus. And this is going to be... I can't always jump into the Oculus rings, so maybe another 50% damage bonus. And then of course this 50% damage reduction, I won't have that. So I'll be curious to see. I gotta do some rifting. This is, I mean, bounties. This is only available in the bounties, so I'm gonna have to do some bountying and get this item. But what I was looking for mainly was to see if I wanted to reforge a legendary item to make it ancient. Which one am I gonna need to reforge? I guess this is the main one right here at the moment, because I've got enough crafting materials to reforge 4 times. I'm just gonna need to spare one of these. I don't want to do this one, and I'll just reforge it 4 times, hoping for an ancient one. I don't have a spare. All right. I've gone on for long enough. Let's do some rifting. And level 90. Here we go, leveling up my legendary gems, which I'll need for either this build or the ancient legendary setup. So either way, I'm helping myself out either way with this. All right, here we go.
Done.
Are you strong enough to survive the trials?
Gotta get my soul harvest up. I let these run out. That's bad. Can't be doing that.
Your evil undoes you.
Again. I get so caught up with the poison darts, I keep forgetting to do my soul harvest.
Spirit aid me.
Where is it?
Spirit aid me. The truth binds you.
Doing pretty well.
The Spirit aid me.
Perfect strike.
One thing I don't like about this setup is when guys have trouble shooting around walls.
Does cast on you.
I need healing.
The truth bans you.
The Rift Guardian has found me.
Where is he? Way over here. I was a little rusty there in the beginning.
My
Just
name is Ash, and like Ulrich, I once served the
I
ancient.
forgot to cast my soul harvest a
When
couple
the champions
times.
of ages past had proven themselves, I am skilled at clarifying gems.
I need to go back.
I need to go back.
You have proven yourself worthy of your blood. I grow in power.
Are you ready?
Offhand.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
I cannot afford that.
Nada. Another one of these. String of readers. Alright, nothing good. So I want to try. I'm going to hold on to my death breath. Let's take a look at my traveler's pledge. $79. All right. My other one's probably a little bit better. another one. Hopefully now. Hopefully now I'm a little bit more limbered up.
Strike at your heart.
Perfect strike.
Healing.
Perfect strike.
Spirits grant me blessing. I strike at your heart.
pretty well still.
That is a powerful foe over there.
Bans you.
Ah! Jim.
My strike is true.
Your evil undoes you. Need more cash.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Well, tough to see how or whether my Jade Harvester is gonna do better than this, even if I did put some kind of... If I switched out that wormwood, this is just working so well. Especially even with just these only being in the 30s. It's only gonna get more and more effective as I level these up.
I am returning to town.
Well done, champion.
I grow in power.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Well, nope, I gotta say my depth diggers are just about as good as they're gonna get. I mean, maybe my intelligence and vitality are a little on the low side, but primary skills, generate resource, deals 99% additional damage. That's close to perfect. I don't think I'm gonna have any need to give them up. Nagel ring. Alright, offhand.
Do come back again. Don't forget, luck always changes.
Damage, everything's a little bit less. But it's my spare, and I can try to make an ancient out of that spare. I am going to hold on to it, though. Thing of the deep. I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't... I mean, it's only a... Can be so negligible. Well... Oh, 1% less chance for magic find. Forget it. Forget it. I don't need it. Alright. Don't. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, and I'm going to attempt to make an ancient legendary out of this by reforging it with the bounty. I will be right back.